All right. Several of my students are having a pretty hard time getting started with prime factorization. Okay, those of you who have gotten started, most of you are on a roll at this point and you get it, but it's that first step of really getting it going that's getting a lot of you. So, on the Canvas quiz that we did this week, regardless of what you made, whether you made a 10 or a 90 or whatever, okay, when we do this video, I'm going to do 2 practice problems. You're going to do 2 yourself, and if you get them right, I will give you full credit on that grade. Okay, and then we'll move on. So, prime factorization. Remember, that is splitting apart a number into only its prime factors. Okay, and then we'll list them out like this in exponential form. So, to get started, you need to bust apart this number, break it into either, if you know what times what gives you this number. I don't know about you, but off the top of my head, I don't look at it and go, oh, I know blank times blank is 112. Okay, it's not like something like 10 where you know things like 2 times 5. Okay, so I would start by thinking, what is 112 divisible by? Fill in one side of your branch and then fill in the missing piece. Okay, so what is 112 divisible by? Okay, remember, we don't deal with 1. 1 is not, it's not even prime. We don't start there. Okay, we start with, is it even? Okay, yes, it ends in 2, so it is even. I could divide this by 2 and something else. All right, you could also check for 3's. 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4, so it's not divisible by 3. Okay, and then we'll check for 4, the last 2 digits. 1 plus 2. Oh, wait, 1 and 2 make 12. 4 goes into 12 3 times, so 112 is divisible by 4. I'm going to pick 2. If you see your number is even, I recommend starting with 2, and that's already prime, so you've already ended a branch. Good for you. Okay, so you can think, what is half of 112? Or you can come out to the side and work out 112 divided by 2. 2 can't go into 1, but it can go into 11 5 times. Subtract that 10. Drop it. 2 goes into 12 6 times. So 2 times 56 is 112. All right, 56 is even, so let's keep going. 56 can be divided by 2 again because it is even. All right, so what is half of 56? You may or may not know. If you do not, go off to the side. 2 goes into 56. 2 goes into 5 twice. Drop your 6. 2 goes into 16 8 times. Okay, so 2 times 28 is 56. Okay, so again, if you're not sure what that missing branch is, use your fact family. Go divide the 2 numbers you have to find the missing piece. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to circle that. This is not circled. It is not prime. Okay, 28 can be broken up again. And again, it is even. So we have a 2 times, what number gives me 28? I know half of 28 is 14. The smaller it gets, the easier. If you don't know what 28 divided by 2 is, do it off to the side. All right, 2's done. 14, split it up. 14 is even, so I'm going to do 2 times, I know it's 7. All right, 7 is prime. The only factors are 1 and itself, so it's done. All right, all of my branches are done. I have circles on all the ends. So now I can go combine it. So I know we're multiplying 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, times 7. Okay, and if I worked this out, 2 to the 4th power times 7, I would get 112. Okay, so go ahead. I would like you to practice what we just did with 80 on your scratch paper. Write 80. You need to draw 2 branches off of it, and you need to decide 2 factors 80 can be divided by that multiply to make 80, okay? I'm going to ask for a picture of your scratch paper at the end, so do not do this in your head. Write it down, okay, and go ahead and solve. All right. 80, the way that my branches fill out might look a little different than yours, but our ending prime numbers will be the same. So you could have done 80 because it's even is divisible by 2 and 40. You could have done 80 because it ends in a 0 is divisible by 5. So you could have done 5 times, oh, I'm losing it. 5 times 15, right? No, 5 times 16, sorry. 5 times 16. Or, because it ends in a 0, you could have done 10 times 8, okay? There are a lot of options. Whatever you did, I'm going to start with 2. 2 times 40 is 80. Cut up 40, and I have 2 times 20. Okay, cut up 20. Oops, I did not mean to circle that again. All right, 20 is 2 times 10. Circle prime. 10 can be split up into 2 times 5. All right, 5 is also prime. So you should have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2 to the 4th power times 5. Okay, that should have been your answer. If you're still having trouble with this, please message me. All right. Next, they could also give it to you backwards. They could say 2 times 7 to the 3rd power is the prime factorization of what number? Okay. All you have to do is solve, just like with the GEMDAS we've been using. Okay. So with GEMDAS, we know exponents come before multiplying and dividing. Okay, so we're going to do this first. 7 to the 3rd power is 7 3 times. Okay, 7 times 7 is 49. And then finish with the last one, times 7. All right, 49 times 7. 9 times 7 is 63. Okay, 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 6 is 34. So this would be 343. And drop the rest. 2 times 343. All right. Now we can multiply 343 times 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6 again. So this should be 686. Okay. So they could either say what is the prime factorization of a number or what number is that the prime factorization for. Okay, go ahead and solve it backwards. Use your GEMDAS to solve 3 squared times 5 squared. Okay, using GEMDAS. Oops. All right, we have no groups. You should have done your exponents first from left to right. So our first one, 3 squared, 2 3s, 3 times 3 is 9. Drop the multiplying. Times 5 squared is 5 times 5. 2 5s, okay, 5 times 5 is 25. All right, no more exponents. Now we can multiply 25 times 9. All right, 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 4 is 22. Should have gotten 225. Okay. If you're not sure how to solve these, we'll keep practicing GEMDAS, but please send me a message so that I can help you figure out what is snagging you.